Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving weekend, or it's in the middle of that weekend now. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving this last Thursday. Yeah, today we're going to be starting Pentiment on the PC. I'm pretty excited about playing this. I think this one's going to have a lot of reading, so you're going to have to be patient with me, but I'm pretty excited to see what this game's about. This is a Obsidian-made game. And it's supposed to be kind of like a murder mystery thing with, like, you know, your choices matter and stuff. I'm pretty pumped about that. So let's go ahead and get started. How's it coming in? I think it's coming in good. All right, good. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Easy read fonts. This game uses stylized fonts and writing effects that may be difficult for some readers. The easy read fonts option improves legibility by disabling some fonts and writing effects. Okay, so this is more just like standard, and then this is like, oh, peasant has their own. Scribe, humanist, monistic, printer type. Interesting. We're going to try stylized fonts, see how that goes. Automatically saves my game. Thank you very much. Oh boy. Oh, are we erasing? Interesting. Is that all Spanish? I think that's probably Spanish. Pentiment. Ooh, I've been excited to play this ever since they announced it. It seems really cool. It's got like this 2D visual. Visually, it's 2D, but my understanding is you go around and you just talk to people and you try to figure out what's going on in this little town or little village or whatever. I haven't really seen too much about it though, so I don't know, but it could be cool. Tasfing, Bulgaria, Holy Roman Empire, April 1518. An artist sleeps. An artist's mind. Andreas. And the abbot said to me, Andreas. It's a little loud. There we go. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish the commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with brother Piero to a minimum. Piero. I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. Saint Gobain. Up to the devil's work again, are ye? Don't encourage him. Devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind superlative to those of the bodies. Either you need to spend time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. How do you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I say, it's not my fault that God made me this handsome. You're insufferable. Alas, this Christian faith views desires less favorably than I did in my time. Oh? Perhaps his longing for you will instill in them a greater anticipation for beauty. Right, try telling that to the abbot next time, Andreas. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as their masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Oh shit, that was like underlined? Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative being a philosopher. Oh, Jesus, then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. The small portrait they sent. Interesting that, they changed the spelling. The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Oh, who knows? That's not why I'm doing it anyway. The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. It's growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Hopefully, it's out of, oh, interesting. So when there's like misspellings, he changes it. Hopefully, but it's out of my control, your majesty. I don't know, your majesty. Well, I can't always dream of this place, your majesty. I don't know. I will pray for your safe and swift return. Grobain, please see Andreas safely home. Yes, of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. Okay. Saint Grobain, pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. Ow. At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. Heh, they're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. Yeah, that both seems like a nightmare. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. I won't. The abbot can't push me around. That's what I like to hear. Ow. Gah. Would you please... I give up. Take me home, Grobain. As you wish, Andreas. Good morning, Ursula. Time to get up. 1. The Baron, April 15th. Or April 15, 18. A few more pages back to the Abbey. Prime hour 6. Another day, another few pages for the Abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the Abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. Okay. Ex Libris. Okay. Maps. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Look at all this. Oh, I see. Huh. I thought I was clicking the areas, but I'm not. It's just... Looks like we got 3 pages of stuff. Okay. People. Brother Piero of Verona, artist of Kershaw Abbey. Known for his kindness and helpful nature, Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter, specializing in works of extraordinary color. Nuremberg, free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire. Major trade center and city of arts, including printing. Alright, we gotta go to the other side of town. Oh, cool. That's nice that they show you where all the points of interest are. What's this? I should really clean this up. The Picatrix, a key, the Picatrix, key of Solomon. The Heptameron. Oh. Prior Fenric keeps giving me all these books to read. Oh, interesting. Oh, so okay. Oh, I see. Go to bed? What if I go to bed? I'm not tired yet. Perhaps after Compline monastic hour corresponding to 8 p.m. One of the little hours of prayer. The monks and nuns retire to their dormitory shortly afterward. Gardner House. Gertner house guest. Ursula. Andrea. Talking to people multiple times. Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almond cheese and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto. This guy. Alright, young dude. Okay. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. You'd know if you were awake. Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raise it by 2 groschen, I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. Peter, dude with the little condom hat. Okay. Of course, it wouldn't be a problem. Besides, we don't want Peter to lose any more of his vicious hair. I suppose it's not out of the question. Yes, I think I'm managing. I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do. Alright, wait. These taxes... I will wait. Were these taxes unexpected? I'm not sure how. What happens if I select this? I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Oh, is this like an internal thought thing that he goes over? Be generous, Andreas. You can spare them money and it'll ease their burden. Oh, these are like the different voices on my shoulders. You must take the consequences of an action into account. What is this shit? They don't pay taxes every year. Don't they pay taxes every year? Why does this fall on you to fix? We'll be generous. On the other hand, she might think she can keep asking me for advances on rent. Sure, of course. We don't want Peter to lose any more of his hair. Let's just pay. Let's give him it. Be nice. Oh, bless you, Andreas. And may St. Luke watch over you today. St. Luke, Christian Evangelicus and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's between 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that pure Fanatic allows me to work on my masterpiece. Divine office. The prayer times observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of Saint Benedict. Jesus. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yeah, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after some wandering. It must be rather frightening starting all over again. I owe it to my family to make something it is, but I know this is what I want to do. This will be remembered. I know, but this is... Okay, it is, but I know what I want to do. It'll be remembered. Interesting. How many people get to decide that? Certainly not anymore. Tassing? Sure, not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It is. My finest work is getting there. Well, it's hard to tell until it's done. It's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. Rest his soul. I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers. After Vespers for supper? Monastic hour at dusk, one of the major prayer houses, followed by supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Klaus. Okay. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Ooh, okay. What does Eva have to say? Hello, Andreas. Hello, Claire. Can we spare a moment to chat? Of course, Andreas. How can I help? You said you were behind on taxes in the Abbey. Exactly how much are you short? Oh, well, about 2 guldens worth. Gulden, gold coins used as currency throughout the Roman Empire, Holy Roman Empire. Though different standards exist for the gulden in different regions, it is generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. If you can't pay your rent early, that's all right. I'm sure we can find some other way to pay the Abbey. I'm happy to contribute however I can. I know times can be hard for you. No, I have my payment for you. I was merely curious. Oh, I see. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for charity when there's still ground to till. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and have your own life ahead. I'm happy to pay early. You've been a good host. I'm happy to pay early, Claire. If you've been a good host to me and I can do without more than your family. Bless you. Andreas, don't mention this to Peter, alright? He would hate to know I told you about our troubles. He won't know a thing. Thank you, Andreas. Until later, Clara. Okay. Secrets already. Big Jorg. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Jorg. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow and it took me God knows how long to pull it. Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like storm's coming, no? Huh. It just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Wanderjahre before you came to Tassing? Wanderjahre. Wandering years, during which a journeyman, artist, or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. Oh, pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Basil, Flanders, and Italy. Basil. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. Flanders. Flanders knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones such as Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. Italy. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. We're going to go with Italy. This seems very useful. Italy. Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Venice, one of the most powerful republics in the Italian peninsula, sitting in the northwest corner of the Adriatic Sea. Venice is a major center of commerce and art in southern Europe. Italy, no wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big George. What'd you spend all that time in Italy doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Okay. Oh boy. Hedonist, craftsman, bookworm, rapscallion, and businessman. Hedonist. Andreas seeks out pleasures wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all the enjoyable vices of the world. Craftsman. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all his time to his art. Bookworm. Andreas spends all his non-work and free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion. Andreas is a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Businessman. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. Petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights? That seems fun. This one is, seems like this is like the social one. That's the one I really want to do because, you know, better dialogue options are the best. Rapscallion seems fun, though. Get involved in petty schemes, prank. Let's do that one, Rapscallion. Getting into trouble. I got involved in a scheme or two, a bit of mischief, more than a few brawls. Street fighting is a sort of pastime on the Italian peninsula. Just a little fun, really. Sounds like a strange way to pass the time, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get going. Peter. George, let's go. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. Hey, Andreas, you said hello to the girls today? Ava and Claire? Clara? No, I mean the chickens, Peter. James and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under their breast. You named your chickens after the apostles? Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness greatest moments of glory and they witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. That makes perfect sense to me, Big George. You have much in common with Christ. You're making fun. It's fine. I get it. I just call them girls from now on. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. Until then. There's Peter. Let's go talk to Peter. Andreas. Okay. Ill Peter. This is the sickest Peter you'll ever meet. The sickest Peter. God bless you, Andreas. Oh, yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and piss. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Perchetta. That sounds like some sort of like fucking raw meat. Pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. She's still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bulgaria, and Swabia. To keep the skies clear and weather fair. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. You think the spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Sharper than you look, eh? The saints were the first to watch over Tessing. My father knew that. Old Ranig Kemper knew that. Ranig Kemper, the late husband of Ottilia. That bastard Abba may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow, Ottilia. Yes, she always hangs the door frame with lavender to keep the spirits out. Even if it doesn't help with the spirits, it does smell nice. I suppose, just helps with ghosts and witches and whatnot. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Alright, L. Peter. Alright. Town Commons, let's go. Andres. Hello, Andreas. And Andreas Smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. I like this artwork. It looks very nice. Oh, can I not go? Okay. Oh, no, you can. Okay. Oh, jeez. It's a lot of sheep. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. And morning, Andreas, excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Should I offer to help? Perhaps helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction in work. That idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him. Give him a good scare. Yeah. Wait, that's presumptuous. I'm not even close to their family. Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh, look, there's something going up at the Stanhouser's place. Uh-oh. Those look like rich folk. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when John pulled his pants down. Johan? Okay. Knocked 2 of my men's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. Damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Haiti? Behave yourself. We don't have enough to deal with right now. Andreas, if you won't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. Help your aunt and cousin, alright? Eat shit, Andreas. Okay, this will be remembered. Uh-oh. What? Hey, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Okay. So can we go up and see what's going on over here? No. And is this still blocked? It is. Okay. Let's go this way. Fucking sheep. Let's go up this way. Church and Druckers. Klaus. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. Ooh. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Till Eulenspiegel, the titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He was quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize, Father Thomas, that you print books in Italian. Come now, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from heresy, witch mania, adventure, stories of questionable moral repute. You sloppy type setting. He doesn't mind those so much, actually. No. As long as they don't get too carnal. Oh. So, supper tonight after Vespers? Of course, thank you. Great, I'll tell Maria and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. Okay, I can't go into the Drucker house right now. Morning, Andreas. What is this? Town Commons, okay. Thomas. Bless Master Mahler. Mahler? God bless Master Mahler. Hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. Thank you, Father, about returning to the Clavium. I'm just on my... Okay, thank you, Father. It's going well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Good, good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you on Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Sigh. Oh shit, I should have read the little bubble. Andreas, do you think I like saying these silly things to people to get them to come to Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mailer, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms, prospective imperial free city in the western part of the empire. Located at the Rhine River, Worms has been the site of many imperial diet. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all your neighbors here were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few nights in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Innsbruck, capital of the Austrian country of Tyrol, and major stop on the Imperial Road connecting Italy to Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Kersau Abbey and Tassing. Notably, it is also the site of witch trials in 1485. Venice, one of the most powerful. I read that one. I mean, it is a certain charm coming to these Alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles from the Emperor's Diet. Is it Diet or Diet? I forgot how to pronounce that. An Empire Diet is the assembly of 3 colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire. The Prince Electors, the princes and dukes, the representatives of imperial cities. They mean to deliberate the matters of importance to the empire. The Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly. He was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. How is Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago. Oh, fascinating. Well, the city's... Oh, fascinating. Well, the city's Jews now live in their own quarter in the north. The city's artists are still producing wonderful work. Titian, in particular, is a god. No offense, Father. Of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kersau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit. Of course, Father Matthias, abbot of Kersau before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tassing, known for his kindness and love of books. A great loss for the abbey and for all of us. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tessae. Oh, Tessae. An account of the early history of Tassing. Kersau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. He was reading during his last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contained some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Yes. But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see our manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here. It is an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a German artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey Scriptorium. Scriptorium, a room of writing, illustrating, illuminating manuscripts. They're typically associated with monasteries. They have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. A Nuremberg artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Of course, my lord. It would be an honor. This will be remembered. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he gonna do? Refuse us? Excellent. We shall see you then. Shit, that we just like said we'd come to two different places for dinner now. Shit. McClaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came on to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in a university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt is one of the most populous cities in the empire located near its heart. It has been home to the respected university since 1379 and is a center for humanist thought. Erfurt, wonderful, bless you. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Martin Luther, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions in the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. No. He was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers at the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. Jesus. 95 theses. A list of propositions against the church's practice of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It is written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. No, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Phoenicio and Aramus, and everyone in between and yet to come. Cicero, statesman, scholar, lawyer, and renowned orator of the late Roman Empire. He is revered both for his contributions to Latin literature and his skill at rhetoric. Ficinio, Marsilio Ficinio, I apologize for any mispronunciations, was a 15th century Italian priest and a humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He is well known for his translations of the works of Plato into Latin. Aristotle, Greek philosopher and student of Plato, renowned as a polymath, he wrote on a wide variety of subjects. His work is extensively cited by current scholars, and even more work is attributed to him than he could have ever written. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is preeminent among his northern humanists. He is known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his calls to reform within the church. I may have misjudged Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now, did you earn your doctorate? Wait, why did it? I know I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. What was your area of study? Pick a background. Theology, imperial law, medicine. Andreas has a strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, and canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. Imperial law. Andreas knows the basic of fractured systems of laws that govern the various states of Holy Roman Empire. Medicine. Andreas is familiar with the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. We're going to go law. Because we're rapscallions, we need to know the law to get around it when we scam people. Law. Oh, I like that fucking gavel. Boom, boom, boom. Law, I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. I've never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my tastes. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who studied the nonsense than learn it myself. Attilia, you! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Lorenz, Rothvogel. Perchetta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. Perchetta got him past the vent? Oh, yeah, right. Oh, boy. What happened there? These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Oh, what was your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? The trivium and quadrivium represent the lower and upper divisions of a classic liberal arts education, university education, Latin. Grammar, logic, rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy form the quadrivium. Did you have a favorite subject? Nope. Latinist, logician, orator, occultist, and heavens and earth. Okay. Latinist. Andreas has a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can also easily recall centene aquenta, quoted words of the wisdom from the Roman Empire. Logician. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. Orator is Andreas is excelled at rhetoric in university. He is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Occultist. Andreas knows a soul in danger and amount of theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theology, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Heavens and earth. Andreas knows a great deal about the constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movements. He is also familiar with various plants and animals from the study of personal experience. We're big into law, right? We're big into law, and I wish I'd like let you kind of like put everything together. Like see everything that you've chosen. There's strong command in Latin. You can also easily recall words of wisdom. Logician. I think we should just go logician. Because we're going into law, right? So we're good at like taking in a lot of information and like think it through logically and stuff. Yep. Logic, geometry, and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Was Aristotle's Organon the foundation of your study? Yes, the Organon for logic and Euclid's elements for geometry. But the past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on knowledge. Oh, Peter Abelard provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. Peter Abelard, 12th century French teacher, philosopher, and theologian. He is known for his philosophical work in logic and his theological work in atonement therapy. He is also remembered for his love affair with his student, the renowned Benedictine nun, abbess, and scholar the Englishman William of Ockham gave us the Summa Logia, arguing nominalism against Platonic realism. I guess. Sure, yes, exactly. That's what I thought too. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to empower both faith and reason in the pursuit of truth. An immensely influential philosopher, theologian, and jurist in the tradition of scholasticism. All monks and friars, of course, a great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit within the church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question that these great men should have had to wrestle logic into what the church established by fiat and force. And your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? Okay, so I can choose two. I'm going to go with, orator. I'm a good speaker. I'm going to go with that. Although, we are from Italy and we learned some Latin. Maybe Latinist? Let's go occultist, honestly. Let's go. We're just gonna do occultist because this seems fun. Soul endangered amount of theory. Okay. I use my access to the university library to pursue more esoteric interests. Oh, esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination, purely academic, of course. Of course. I started with Financio's Corpus Hermeticum, and my interest only deepened from there. Corpus Hermeticum, the compilation of 17 religious and philosophical treatises encompassing the soteriology of Hermes Trismegistus, or thrice great Hermes. The centuries-old texts reflect Egyptian, Greek, and Jewish traditions and ideas and were translated into Latin in the late 15th century by Marsilio, Financio, and Lodovico Lazzarelli. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. I look forward to it, my lord. This will be remembered. There's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How do you know, how did you come to know him? Did you come to know Kershaw at all? How did you come to know Kershaw at all? My family has been patrons of Kershaw for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kershaw still had a wonderful library and artists. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript productions, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. It was a good place as any to create art. Certainly, though I'm sure you missed the comforts of Nuremberg when you were stuck in a drafty old abbey like this. I'll get back there soon enough. I'm in no rush. That's good for me since I still appreciate the abbey's work. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gurno a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on its progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist, well, the venerable Brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. Then I very much look forward to seeing it. Nicholas, tend to the horses and baggage. I'm heading up to the abbey. Yes, my lord. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Yeah, we're super late. Oh, they're pissed. They're so pissed. Ooh. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Benedictine. Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nerissa. Oh, the fun ones. The church closed most of them centuries ago, but then Kershaw is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seems to have recognized you. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. You must be Father Gurno. I am Lawrence, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. If you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Oh boy. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Of course, Father. Are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. Is that a bad time to ask for an advance on my payment for the Book of Hours? Okay. Book of Hours, a type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers of the Divine Office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons are often commissioned lavish examples with elaborate illustrations, like these. I should ask again when he's in a better mood. Maybe I could convince Brother Matteo to pay me early. Okay. If all else fails, I could liberate some money from this secrecy. Sacrosity? The Gurner said, find a way to get paid. Huh. Scriptorium's there, so it'll be to the right. Oh, okay, this is where you can see everything. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference culture touchstones from Florence. Oh, it's Greek, it's not Latin. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Andreas knows the basics of the fascist system of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information he receives. His adept at spatial awareness can easily perform complicated calculations in his mind. Andreas knows the sole endangered amount of theoretical practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theology, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Is there... Okay, I could just do it. Oh. Prime 6 hour. Father Gurna might be receptive to a negotiation for funds. I needed to approach the subject carefully and make it worth his while. I could speak with Brother Matteo about the early payment on my manuscript. If I can get into the secrecy when the brother is not around, I could steal the funds I need from the Abbey treasury. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town ahead. Oh, okay. I could steal the money. It's something we want to do. Oh, now we got a ton of people. Yeah, look at all these people. Alright, we don't have to go through all this. Wait, oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Alright. Alright, so that's the way forward, I think. Or maybe this one is the cloister or the church. That should both lead us to, let's go to the shrine. Shift to walk. Shift to toggle walk. Huh. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. This. Brother Matteo maintains the shrine along with some of the sisters who painted badges for pilgrims. Margaret. A reculary containing the hand of Saint Mortiz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. Holy Lance, also called the Spear of Destiny, or the Lance of Longinus. Ah, yes, the Lance of Longinus. It is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surround the lance, and several places claim to possess it. Saint Moritz is a patron saint of Tassing. Legends state he was the Egyptian-born, but oh, okay. Oh, okay. Look at this. As the patron saint of Tassing, legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kurosawa's shrine. Alright, let's talk to Marguerite. Bless you, brother. God bless you, brother Piero. No, it's Master Mailer. I thought you couldn't see, Sister Margaret. During the day, I can see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell the pigments you use. But you're taller, and you have another smell on you like fish or burnt almonds. I'm also much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. God has saved me from the temptations of beautiful men. You'll just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Marguerite. Bless you, Master Mailer. Okay. Elizabeth. God bless you, Master Mueller. Mueller? Oh, it's Mueller, not Mailer. Gertrude. Bless you. God bless you, Master... Oh, no. It is Mailer. I don't know. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Very well, thank you. Oh, then I guess you wouldn't be interested in the saffron Agnes Stingium received yesterday. Who's Agnes? Uh-huh. You wouldn't be interested in the saffron received yesterday. What? Saffron, really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. Maybe you could convince Prior Fenric to give you some for your yellows. Good to know. How's Mossfanger? She's around somewhere, hopefully getting to the baby rabbits before Sister Matilda does. Who's Sister Matilda? Until later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Satia one of these days. One of the Tessing's patron saints. Satia is a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided St. Moritz soldiers with food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Martyred. That's a nice way of saying she was murdered. Okay. Let's go over here where those mean ladies went. This door must lead into the rest of the convent. Not for me. Ah, feverfew. Always smells so fresh. That and the juices are especially good for hangovers. Prior's house. Convent Loquarium. Tessing is lucky to have so much wound work naturally growing. I have to buy it back in Nuremberg. The many-petaled Cinequifoil. It grows so early, some consider it a weed. The sisters certainly keep the garden well tended. Okay, let's talk to Matilda. God bless you, Master Mailer. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work. Cecilia. Ah, yes. Forgive me. Sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mailer. Alright. Let's go pet Mousefinger. Oh, Mousefinger's a cat. Okay. Let's talk to Sophie. Bless you, Master Mailer. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean, no offense, Master Mailer, but I cannot speak with men. My apologies. Oh, bless you. God bless you. Thank you as well, sister. Man. Lime? Sister Gertrude dries and stores all her herbs here. Let's go to the prioress's house. Uh-huh. Cecilia. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I noticed when you took the sisters inside when I walked up to with the Baron. What concern is that of yours? It just seemed unusual. The Baron arrived to see the abbot and the scriptorium. This isn't appropriate for the sisters to interact with men. Is that all? I have answered your question, Andreas. Good day. Good day. Alright. Kind of a bitch. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? No, my apologies. Until later. Okay. So that was it. The painting of Hildegard of Bingen, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Hildegard, Saint Hildegard of Bingen, as opposed to Saint Hildegard of Gugelin, was a Benedictine abbess, visionary, mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects from theology to musical composition to medicine. The doors to the convent are locked to outsiders, men at least. Okay, so there's nothing more. Oh, it's cool. The doors are open for places you've already visited, looks like, maybe? Where's the map? So, the cloister here, that leads... Okay. What's this? Alright, let's go to the cloister. Infirmium, chapter house, monastery aquarium, large garden, courtyard, refectorium, church, dormitory, and cemetery. Okay. Oh, look at this. Sabbat. God give you health, Master Mailer. Brother Sabbat. I am surprised to see you still here. I like the different art style on him. As am I. I will be leaving soon, returning to Rome. Though outshone by its northern neighbor, Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive center for the arts. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rodolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. Meeting of the bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constance to end the Papal Schism. It was also notable for the condemnation and capture of the Bohemian theologian Hus. Will you remain in Rome? It is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mahler, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I would love to, someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you are ever in Rome, I may still be around. I've only made it as far as south as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. The townsfolk? I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these. But I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. Ah yes, the Albans, all rich in Gret. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mother over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. I can certainly make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God help you, or God give you health. Okay, I guess we'll have to set that up sometime. Hopefully he doesn't mean tonight, because I already have 2 plans tonight. Let's go to the infirmary. St. Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Steinarium, with some help from Sister Gertrude. Florian. Bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it. Bologna. Delicious. One of the largest cities in Italy, Bologna has been a center of the arts for centuries. It houses a well-known university, which has been home to both Dante and Petrarch. Italiano? Can you read Italian? No, little Italian, and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it, if he has the time. I'm sure he'll make time. He is a patient teacher. That he is. I'll see you soon, Andreas. Until then... This guy seems nice. Chapter house. Oh, look at this. This is a cool mural. The Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful. Dance of Death. An artistic allegory of the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone from the peasants to the emperor. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Dance of Death mural. Okay. Same thing. Large garden. Cloister. The Abbot house. Abbot's. Berneck. God bless you, Andreas. Aw. Pet Mirabilis? Aw. What a good doggy. Gernot. Oh, this is the father. Andreas. God bless you, Father Gernot. I wanted to speak to you on behalf of the Gertners. The Gertners? What about them? They're struggling to cope with the increase in tax. I would negotiate a better rate on their behalf. Clara mentioned they're behind taxes payments. I told her to talk to them. I should wait late payment for the Gertners' taxes. What? Andreas, how do you even... I see. Peter must have been complaining about the matter. Oh, wait, hold on. Didn't I give this guy like a weird... a shitty voice? Hold on. The financial agreement between the Abbey and the Gertners are none of your business. Might not be a long run, Father, but I hate to see them struggling. Can't we discuss it there now that they've asked for me from an early Norpit? Maybe not in the long run, Father, but I hate to see them struggling. Can't we discuss something? The Gertners have fiscal contributions to the Abbey. The church owns this land, and can rightfully tax it. If there is nothing else to discuss, then I must return to my duties. God bless you, Andreas. Gertner's taxes. Gernot refused. Alright, what a piece of shit. Oh, I can't go to Lower Abbey? Okay. I feel like maybe I shouldn't. Didn't she say... No, she said don't mention it to Peter. I feel like telling him. He'll probably end up saying something to Peter. Fucking the whole thing over. These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever is eaten will be pickled. Cucumbers. Delicious. I wonder what recipes the brothers have for peas. Animal pens. Oh man, there's so many places to go to. Alright. Let's go to the animal pens. Cemetery? The cemetery. Let's see what we got here. Volkmark. Good day, Andreas. The abattoir. Can't go there. Okay. Let's go to the cemetery. Cemetery. Look at this. A monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. The Old Bailey. Let's see, they drink Baileys here. The cloister. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. Let's go to the Old Bailey. Prior's house. This map is huge, like, for this kind of game. Like, Jesus. Oh, what's this? What is this? A volvele? I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracks. What is this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. And the outer edges of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each by an elemental symbol. Greek, Latin, and elemental symbols. It's obvious someone with occult interests fashioned this. Ooh. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different element symbol with the top of the lower discs. Given, I guess we should go with this one because it's got the little head thing. Given the number of letters and size of this, there's enough space for a total of 4 versions of the Latin alphabet. I wonder what it's for. A cipher of some sort? I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Okay. Can I just take it? I still don't know what significance to cipher something, but what? Okay. I like that he, like, misspells things. I wonder if that's, like, some sort of, like, I don't know, dyslexia or something. Like, he like, mixes the letters around. Scriptorium, the church, and the dormitory. Oh, scriptorium. Okay, hold on. Before we go to the scriptorium, that's the last place we want to go. That's where we're supposed to go. Cloister. Church, alright. Church and scriptorium will be the last places we go. Oh, okay. So we've been to the cemetery. We haven't been to the kitchen yet. Let's go to the kitchen and cellar. Refectory. Lucas. Hello, Andreas. How's it going in the kitchen? Is brother Warschloff working you hard? Not too bad. Brother Warschloff is nice to me. It's Father Abbot and Brother Prior who make things hard. How so? I shouldn't complain. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not that good at cooking yet. I'm sure Brother Warschloff will teach you well in time. Brother Eodek complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Warschloff. Eodek, okay. What does Brother Eodek know about food anyway? He's from Cornwall. I don't even know where that is. It's a land to the west, across the sea, where all they eat is fish. Peasants. Sounds miserable, but it's always what he complains about, the fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andreas. Until later. Here's the cellar. I think the large garden we've already been to. Yes. Kitchen. We haven't been there. We haven't been there. Okay, chapter house. That's where we came from. Let's go back there. Let's check out the cellar. Washed off. Morning, Andreas. How's living with the girders? It's great. They're a loving family. Good. We got along. It's a room, peasant home, so I can't expect it. It's great. They're a loving family. Clara is a good woman, and she looks after George and Eva like they were her own. They're both almost fully grown. True, I suppose it's less that they need looking after, more that she cares to. Little Ursula is in good hands. It's a little kid, yep. Anyway, if I don't see you around the Abbey later, maybe I'll see you in testing tomorrow. Until then. Okay. We're just running around, kind of just meeting everybody right now. Getting a basic lay of the land, kind of. Let's go to the refectory. There's a refectory. Is this where you come to reflect? Well, it's where you eat. When the brothers eat their meals, this is where the lecture reads to them. Oh, good. Alright, so we've been there. We just came from there. Let's go to the cloister. Cloister brings us back here. What's down there? That's the church. Dormitory, we've been there. Cemetery, we've been there. Okay, we've been to all these places. Courtyard and Levatorium. We haven't been there. We've been there. Monastery Laquarium. Chapter house. Infirmary. We've been to the Monastery Laquarium? I don't think so. Church. Alright, before we go to church, let's go to the little area right here. Lavatorium. Ooh. Alright. Let's see. So we've been, I think, most everywhere. Yeah, I think so. We just got to go to the church. And then wherever the church spins off from. So let's go to the church. Church. Upper Abbey. Oh, I see. Oh. Let's go back to church. Rudiger. God bless you. God bless you, Andreas. Has your voice recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord give us his all on Easter, exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Have a good day singing. The crypt, the tower, ooh. The dormitory, the Old Bailey, the sacristy? What does he think you're doing, Master Mailer? Doing? Stare innocently. Stay away from the sacristy. You know you're not allowed in there. You know me, I like to take a peek where I'm not allowed. What a uniquely fascinating and endearing trait. Stay out. Of course, my apologies. Thank you, Mr. Mailer. Okay. Mathea. God bless you, Andreas. How is the sacristy today, Matteo? The same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mailer? No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. Okay, so that's where the cache is. I have a favor to ask you. Yes, Andreas? I was hoping you'd give me pay for my latest manuscript early. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gurnall. You'll be paid in completion for each additional manuscript you eliminate, not before. I only have a few pages left. I'll finish. Can you make an exception this once? Not without good reason. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts could cause undue trouble, not only for Kershaw, but for Tassing as well. Is that why Father Abba has increased the taxes on the Gertrudes? What is this about, Andreas? The Gertrudes have asked me to pay their rent early so they can pay. I would like to help the Gertrudes pay their rents. I need the money, brother. I made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had coin, I'd be able to pay it off. I'd like to help the Girders pay for their taxes on Abbey. The Girders' failure to pay the taxes have reached even you, I see. Very well. Do not ask of this again, Andreas Mailer. Okay, cool. So we're going to get money the legit way. Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gurnett and Prior Fernerick. Seems like helping somebody pay when they're in debt would be a positive thing, not a negative thing. Thank you, Brother Matteo. God bless you, Andreas. Alright, now that I got payment, I can give Clara the rent early. I'll give her directly and make sure she receives. I'll put it at the table in the evening so it's surprise them. I'll give it to her directly because we don't want Peter to know. Alright, let's check out what the Old Bailey has for us. Oh. Okay, so this is the Old Bailey. So we've been here. We've been to the dormitory. Let's go to the crypt. The foundations of the Abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land not long after the death of Christ. These two markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the Abbey. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Kershaw's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Uh-huh. One of these parts must move somehow. That was it. Now what? Ooh. Let's sneak into the library. Huh, secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Okay, I don't... Okay, I can't go in yet. Interesting. Huh. Let's go to the tower. Oh, can we ring the bells? Oh. I can see as far as the eye can see. Let's go back to church. Alright, let's run back and give Clara the money. Monastery Logitarium. Have we been here? Yes, we have. Oh, right. This is like the entrance, kind of. Chapter house. Have we been to the chapter house? Let's check this really quick. Yes, we have. Okay. Alright, let's go back. We've got a long way to go. Got some running to do. Or Abby. This goes to the meadow. We already looked through all of this, right? Guest house? Let's look at this really quick. Oh, I don't think we've been here, have we? Miss Klaus, be with you, Andreas. God be with you. Okay. Okay, can't go that way. Alright, let's go back. Through the meadows! The figures in the shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. One of the 14 holy helpers, St. Christopher is invoked as protection against the plague and to safeguard travelers. He is often pictured as a large man with a staff carrying the child Jesus on his back across the swollen river. Iris is beautiful. Oh, look at all this. All these areas. A shrine to St. Moritz. The statue looks ancient. Columbine. Looks like it's coming in early. Okay, so that's where the thing is. Let's go. Let's just keep looking around, I guess. There's no point in... I don't know if there's like a time thing in this one, so... Fuck it, let's find out. Let's go to the forest. See what kind of things we can get up to in here. The meadow... Smokey's home. Most of this fellings is for the Abbey's renovations in firewood. The town can only gather sticks. Guess that brings us to the church. Let's go to Smokey's house. Who's Smokey? Vaclav. Oh, hello? Hello, you're not a local, are you? No, I'm staying in Tesla only briefly. Is Smokey a friend of yours? No, I mean, I don't know. I didn't know him before coming to Tesla, but he let me stay with him. So yes, I suppose he is. People don't much like Romania. Most folk despise anything that's different. I like staying on the edge of town. I search to find whatever is different. It's the differences in an artist style that makes their work unique. Ah, you're an artist staying up in Kirschloff. Yes, just visiting Testing for some time. My name is Andreas Mahler. It's nice to meet you. Most folk in Testing don't come down here to talk. Right, I'm Vaclav, a traveling tinker. I also like to tinkle. I travel from place to place, sharpening knives, mending small things that need mending, that sort of thing. What brought you to Testing, Vaclav? Well, I actually came to visit Kirchhoff's library. I had hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but the abbey wouldn't let me in. No one's allowed inside the library except the sisters. I'm not surprised they turned you away. Father Gurnau is a grumpy old man. I think he has a half mind to throw me out of the scriptorium most days. What were you looking for? Well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. If they're primordial as Aristotle says, then God didn't create them. They exist with him since the dawn of time. That's a fascinating idea, but Genesis clearly states the Lord created the heaven and earth. That's a fascinating idea. Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the world. Of the five elements, angels are the fifth, and are the fire and air, the demons water and earth. And the world was aether before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only dwell in deep caves and pools. That's... I never considered that way before. You might be onto something. I did not expect such open dialogue with you, Master Myler. Few men with your status would entertain such ideas with someone like me. Anyway, I should get back to work. Until then, Backschloff. He's gonna get in trouble. Smokey. Oh, Master Mailer. Yes. We met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smokey. Well, Adam, but people call me Smokey. You're the charcoal burner. Yes, I have to stay out here in the forest near the kiln. Is there anything I can do for you? No, just being friendly and nosy. Oh, of course. Good to see you. Until next time, Master Mother. Until then. Okay. Interesting. We got a tinkerer down there. Shrine of somebody. Alright, let's go to the sign. This is where that one nun said she was going to be. Satya. A carving of Saint Satya. It looks quite old. Okay. Let's check out the waterfall. Ooh, fishing. Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto hasn't split it up. That's old Otto. The waterfall must flow down from the snowmelt in the mountains above the Abbey. Old salt mine. Let's go talk to old Otto first before we go to the old salt mine. Good to see you, Andreas. Okay, so he has nothing. Nothing. Man, I love the art style on this. This looks great. This is a really good looking. And a lot of nice little details. A lot of little animals and shit hidden all over and stuff like that. Little bugs. Tessling's old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Oop. Also called the Via Imperii. The Imperial Road links Venice in the south with Stettin in the Baltic Sea in the north, on the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg, and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Sasson and Kursauf every year. I'm assuming all these locations will have meaning at some point. Okay. Let's go back up. I think the only place left is back to the, Oh no, we haven't gone to the mill yet. Let's go to the mill. Roman ruins. Ooh. Leonhard. Morning, you're the Girder's boarder, aren't you? How could you tell? You don't smell like sheep. Quite unlike the gardeners. They're the farmers you expect them to act like kings. Watch your mouth, good people. Or peasants, maybe. Not a curious one among them, excepting Eva. Oh boy. How is she, by the way? Why does she matter to you? I'm only curious. She used to bring their barley to me, but Peter insists on delivering it now. A shame. She'd shown some curiosity about the mill. I'd hoped to foster that. Is there something special about it? She's the only windmill in Bavaria. Did you know? Powerful duchy in the southeast Roman Empire. It is east of Swabia and north of Tyrol. Tessing and Karsel sit in the extreme south in the duchy near the border with Tyrol. Oh, shit. 1 second. Sorry about that. So, did you know that? Constructed in exacting detail from Dutch specifications, the gem of the Alps, and none of the incurious adults here can appreciate it. I'm sure the peasants... yes, I'm sure it's the peasants who are the problem. I should be going until later. Until then, Mailer. Okay, so this guy, Leanhart, is a fucking douche. What a curious mill. The wind turns the sails that powers the grinding stone. Look a little Paul here. Hello. Paul, right? I don't think we talked before. I'm Andreas. I'm staying with the Gertners. Oh, but you're not a farmer. Why are you living with the farmers? They're letting me board with them while I work on the Abbey's scriptorium. Oh, you're a monk. I'm an artist. Oh, like you do drawings? Drawings, paintings, calligraphy. If it goes in a book, I can put it there. Oh, is that how you get money? I help with the Abbey of the Scriptorium's commissions. Art is a job, just like being a miller's job, but it's also a calling. My dad says drawing's stupid. It's not worth anything. Do you like to draw, Paul? Yes. More than anything, but I have to do it where Dad can't see. He gets mad. My dad doesn't like some of the things I do either. That's why I don't tell him. Can I tell you a secret? Sure. Sometimes I draw on the ruins in the meadow where Dad can't see. The Romans would have been honored. They loved defacing monuments. I don't know what that means. Don't worry about it. What do you draw? Cats, Mom, I don't know, Staff. I probably shouldn't be talking to you. Dad wouldn't like it. You're probably right. I'll go. Until later, Paul. And hey, keep drawing, alright? I will. Bye. Okay. Pet Staub. Aw. What do we got here? We got Flea? Or no, Elise. Not Flea. Glass windows? They must have cost a fortune. Alright. Let's talk to Elise. Good morning. Forgive me, I've forgotten your name. Andreas Mahler, master artist. Oh, master at such a young age? It's impressive. Well, I admit, I'm not quite a master yet. Still finishing my masterpiece. Oh shit, I think I said indeed so. Oops. You must be very well educated and hardworking then. To disagree with you would be a lie. Oh, I apologize. We didn't even get properly introduced. You must be Elise Mullerin? Yes, that's me. I heard Claire and Eva had an artist boarding with them. That must be very exciting. They've treated me very well. Perhaps even more than Clara. Oh, I only meant living on a farm along the townspeople. Isn't it very lively? Only when Peter starts raving about the miller's toll. Only when ill Peter wakes in the night and can't find the chamber pot. Ill Peter, right? That's them. Only when ill Peter wakes in the night and can't find the chamber pot. Ursula brings some joy to the household, though. Such a lovely little girl. I talked to your son, Paul. He seems like a good kid. Paul's a darling, but so shy. I pray the Lord may someday bless us with a daughter. Leanhart. Elise! Have you finished with your gabble? There's work that needs doing. Oh, no. I'm sorry, I have to get on my later. Of course, I apologize if I bothered you. Until later, Mistress Mullerin. Until then. Oh, she's lonely. Hey, Fenriside. Yeah, I've been alright. Just, I don't know, just needed a break. I got distracted with other things, but I'm hoping to start streaming some more again, be back in it. There's so many games to play, you know what I mean? There's too much to play. Welcome back. Thank you for coming by. I've been alright. How you doing? What you been doing lately? Alright, so we got the forest down there. We've been there. We've been to the meadow. I don't think we've talked to Thomas since the last time. Be with you, Andreas. Alright, so he's good. Can we go down or can we go up? No. Klaus. Good morning, Andreas. The Drucker house. Can't go there yet. Sheep's still blocking all this crap. Awesome, buddy. You're okay? Very hungover? Oh, wow. You had a good Friday night? Good for you. What's your hangover remedy? I try not to have a hangover remedy. I'd always try to drink a lot of water while I was drinking, so to prevent that from happening. But I'd always go get a big meal, like just a big nasty breakfast is usually what I would do. Veronica. Hello, Andreas. CD. Hey, Andreas. Okay, so nobody wants to talk. Martin, he's still mad at me probably. Wet. Alright. Address, yep. Alright, let's go back to the Garter farm. We gotta give Big George. There's Peter. Don't talk to Peter about it. Can we talk to Peter? Andreas? No. Okay. Oh, no. Let's go to the Gertner house. Alright, Clara. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Consider us a gift in addition to my rent, and this is enough to pay back the Abbot. This is the latest I can do, you and Peter have been such gracious hosts. But Andreas, how did you even find such coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? I have my ways, Clara. I'm more resourceful than you think. You and your secrets, Andreas, man. Oh, we'll pry. Thank you, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. Or, yeah, us. I'm happy to help, Claire. It's the Christian thing to do. It's probably best not to mention it. Of course, I won't mention it to anyone. Still, thank you. I'll let you move in. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. English breakfast, bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, toast, and meat. Ooh, that sounds really good. Oof, that sounds good. Making me hungry. Alright. So, this is Clara, this is Eva. Okay, this is Eva. This is the one that everyone keeps talking about. She's the purdy lady. Il Peter. Okay, now I think we can go to the scriptorium and get on with our missions. Yep. Managed to convince to pay me early. I don't need to convince Ab. I should get the money. Claire seems to be grateful for the money. Hopefully this will help alleviate some of the Girder's money problems. Yep. Okay. Let's get back to the church. Go to the scriptorium. And go to work, I guess. Yeah, there's something really good about a big old hearty breakfast. Like, I'm not much of a breakfast guy. But a big old hearty breakfast, like, after drinking is so good. Ooh. Alright, church, scriptorium, there it is. Alright. There's Piero. Doc. Guy, I don't think we heard about Guy yet. Okay. Well, let's talk to Guy. Good day, Andreas. How's your day going, brother Guy? Brother Guy? It's fine. More contracts for the Abbot. Which would you rather be making, contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care, Andreas. As long as the Abbot is impressed, he could Have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you? The abbots and the priors, both. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 40 years. Burgundy, powerful former duchy of the eastern France that became a province in 1477, known for its wine, art, monasteries, and courtly fashion. Then I'll leave you to it. Adek. God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, brother Adek? Oh, Mill. Oh, Mill. That's easy. I am well. Well done, my son. It is early. I'll give you a harder one later. I look forward to all your anagrams, brother Adek. Oh, anagrams. I'm awful at those. Literate nut. Ah, yes. Until then. Literate nut. Ugh. Ugh. Piero. Alright, Piero. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big George Gartner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Adek has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Don't forget, brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, brother Adek? I am comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down. Colorby, please show more respect. Calm yourself, brother Adek. You're too sensitive, guys. Say nothing. I'm just gonna stay out of this. Well, everyone seems lively. I suppose this means Prior Fenric is not oversuing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lawrence Rothvogel had arrived, and he hurried out like a little mouse. Yep, that's that rich guy. Fenric is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. It's pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs is shameful. Oh no. Brother Rothvogel, his manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he's visiting. Yeah, you better get to work. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. Man, this guy sucks. What's the problem? Baron is just one client. He has to wait and see. Watch your mouth or I'm going to give you something to worry about. Guys, someday you will stand where Piero is and the young monk. And the young monk will stand where you are now. I don't think I'm not going to threaten him. Someday you'll be where Piero is and the young monk. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas, Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Prince Bishop of Freising. Religious and secular ruler of scattered territories of the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kursla Abbey. Kursla is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Fenric isn't here, I'm going to work on my manuscript until he arrives. Or my masterpiece until he arrives. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Inder Maurer manuscript. A prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy and Austria. Zedna. What do you want, Andreas? A book. The Inder Maurer manuscript. The Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone, or... Why would you want to know? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. Letico Divinia is the thoughtful reading of and meditation on scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of the life of Benedictine communities. Have you considered the Lord? You really are a cloud on a sunny day, Andreas. Could I just get the book? Ugh. What's all this? It's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference. No, why are you complaining? Isn't this your job? Isn't writing books your job? Sister Illuminata. Oh, shucks. Andreas needs a book, and he's being inappropriate with me. Uh-oh. Andreas. Mr. Silmanat, I'd like to borrow the Ender manuscript, the Book of Hours. Oops. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. I wonder why some words are like colored, different colors. Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Wow. Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful in their own, but not overpowering the scene. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you mean? It's all my work. My son, you're copying the illustration from the Ender Mauer manuscript almost exactly. So what's wrong with that? Haven't I improved on it? Aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful. But I feel you may not have given much thought to what it represents. It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Garnaut. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it is not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of hours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Someone will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They're just the thoughts of one old monk. There's no place for the monastic scriptaria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Why is that? Why has Krislov kept this up for so long? Some people, some places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries, so be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in doing so be brought to truth. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Aduk. Guys, it's like, And Brother Guy. It's kind of you to say so, Andreas, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived long enough. I have lived a long life and happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. Oh, is that like a day thing? Kind of like Persona or whatever? Interesting. Oh, why do these guys have jizz all over their fucking robes? Where has the time gone? It is already terse. Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m. One of the little hours of prayer. Terse precedes mass and the chapter meeting. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. The rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of the abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Until later, Andreas. Until later. Oh, man, what am I doing? That's the thing we found earlier. What's going on in there? Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint on the floor. But then Prior Fenrir came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut. Prior Fenrir should know better than that. Some of the manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he was on edge since Baron Rothfrog arrived early, which is why the book should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work on the scriptorium. Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? The clear chronicle of the history of the universe from the creation of 1082, written by the Irish monk Marianus Scotus. No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun, but the fact remains that you've tricked me into giving you a book that hadn't for no valid reason. Not valid? Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries of Cologne, Fluida, and Mainz. Cologne, powerful, large, powerful, free imperial city in the River Rhine. It is a major hub for commerce between Italy and the Netherlands. It is also a popular site for pilgrims, as its cathedral contains relics of the Three Wise Men, represented as crowns in their arms. Mainz, located in the Rhine River, Mainz is the home of the Archbishop of Mainz, an elector of the Holy Roman Empire, and Primus Germania, the Pope's substitute north of the Alps. Fluida, town built around an old Benedictine abbey near the center of the empire. Fluida's abbots are imperial princes and wield great power. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothfogel? Why is Fenrir so nervous? Lorenz? I don't know why you're familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prior and father abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years, and he paid enough to help the abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember, but, you know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Well, I was hoping to work on masterpieces, but I suppose I can help. I understand, but there's rarely a time when I am in the scriptorium and the brothers are not present. Thank you. This is the good of the abbey. Where should I begin? Out there where you and your cohorts have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I am looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first book are 2 volumes of the Aeonid, a poetic epic telling the legend of Aeneas, the heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. These book inches are Nuremberg inches. Oh, another one. They're among Pierre's favorites. He keeps them by this. And these book inches are Nuremberg inches. What? Nuremberg inches are... What color are the covers again? Reddish. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Pierre's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They're not his to keep. Okay. Hold up. Can we look at what this guy did? No, we can't. Okay. There's a book right there, too. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Let's see. A lady watching 2 ladies kissing. And then one of this kissing lady is on fire and she's stabbed. And this kissing lady is going away with a man. These volumes were old even when Pierre started making copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeonid was not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. This is interesting. Linus chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Dido. Oh, is this a dude? Maybe this is a dude. Chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Do you think Ennia's sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations, but Piero takes it more seriously than most of the others in his abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. You're right, of course. Oh, is it really that bad? It's really that bad being a woman that limiting? She's exaggerating, it's fine. How would you know? True, she knows her life better than I do. Man, that's like, that little line is like so... A lot of people need to have that little line on their shoulder. You're right, of course. I appreciate they understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. I like this. This is like an interesting way of doing this. Even in stories where a maiden's to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools of the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that. From the empress to a nun, it is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you're not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry for men. Now, the books, if you please. Huh. Interesting. Thank you. Next, Wretched Guren. This is a printed copy, green cover, diamond pattern. Wretched Guren. Italian chivalric romance written by Andrea de Barberino in the early 15th century. The titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discovers his noble patronage. Originally published as a manuscript and enjoyed great success as a printed book. I do not have the size of the eager, but hopefully the description is enough. I know you're one talking about. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adic was reading it. The beauty of this book tree belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised that Abby owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Almeida Rusco of Lugano. It is a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. Lugano. Highly contested Swiss market town located in the southwestern Alps. The Dukes of Como and Milan fought for control over it until it was claimed by the Swiss Confederate in 1513. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and Abba has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. The book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. The baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Guren learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should not be dreaming of reconciling with our Lord, or should be dreaming of reconciling with our Lord, not lusty adventures. I suppose you're right. It's better suited for knaves like me. It's not my place to reprimand anyone for reading stories, least of all you, Andreas. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men. Downfall of many men has led to the dark side. And woman. Sometimes yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It is in this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? In truth, it is unlikely to be considered liable under Bavarian laws. Oh, you are a legal scholar now as well as an artist. Actually, I did study law in university. I don't care. I'm not concerned about the legality of it. But the principle. The book, please. Okay. She didn't like that at all. Oh. That's a new door that just opened. What is this door for? There's only one book left, then you will be freed from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. So, I know all about that. You know what I mean? What's that? Oh, I remember that. I believe. What is it? The description should be sufficient. I don't know why you won't tell me, but alright, I'll find it. Alright, red right there. Yep. Now that I think about it, guy was always being guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good, please bring it here. What is this anyway? Huh, maybe I should have learned French at some point. Something about amour, something about love, right? What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why don't you tell me what this book is? I haven't asked so many questions. I've asked one question twice and you haven't answered me. I have good reason to not answer you. Yes? 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its authors shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask me, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books, all books. He don't want to see it destroyed. Sounds reckless, and he was right to do so. A book shouldn't be destroyed, even if the content's in question. The Holy Church does not share your opinion. It is their law we must contend with, not your emotions. The Church was wrong. I'm not going to debate this with you, Andreas, and Father Matthias is gone. It is not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. How did Father Gernot even know the book was here? Mother Cecilia made a note of it in the inventory when she was the librarian. Must be books destroyed, no one even knows this yet. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? I read it and become a French heretic. That's not funny, I'm serious. Give me that book or our deal is forfeit. I will not tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. Considering the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist, I appeal to your duty as librarian of this abbey. I will not destroy this. I will appeal to your duty as librarian. Propose a compromise. I'll take the book from the abbey far away. I don't think her duty as librarian matters much. She seems very like the church says this, so it has to be this. Well, this book's a compromise. I'll take this book from the abbey far away. I'll be gone by the time Father Gernot asks about it, and if you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing the book he wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. It feels right enough in my heart for both of us? Oh. What is this? Logistic background offered to help Illuminata, reluctantly offered unsolicited legal advice, and explained your legal education. Oh, so I have a low. It feels right. Huh. But I don't think so. That doesn't even make any sense. Consider sound theological reasons. Appeal to your duty. Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. More sound than a condemnation from 3 bishops of Paris? I mean, who are you going to trust, them or me? Ugh. Yeah, look. Logical pedantry, yelled that the church was wrong about condemning the books. Okay. I needed to play her game a little bit. Thank you for making my decision so easy. Did you leave university volunteer or were you expelled? Appeal to your duty as librarian. My duty is to God and to the vows I made. Yeah, see, to the rule. What about the librarian's rule? The rule to protect books. No, you just made that up. We have nothing more to discuss. The book stays with me. So be it. Fuck you. I'm keeping this book. Don't be burning books. Stupid cow. Sext. Sext eating. What? That's the bell for Sext. A few more pages. Dinner with Odo and Idris. That's the bell for Sext. Ah, yes. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. A monastic hour conspiring to noon. One of the little hours of prayer followed by dinner. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. Let's look at this book. I wonder what Pierre Fenwick was doing with this book. From the library of the University of 5 Churches, the Hungarians call it PEX. That's where Fenwick is from. Doctor of Theology George of Gran. A friend of his? Did Fenwick steal this? Oh, jeez. Some of these are red. D. Oh, a text of astronomy. It looks like I'm not familiar with it. Sloppy bookhand couldn't have been produced by an Abbey of note. Bastard script, Bulgarian Flemish, not from here, not recently. Oh, wow. This is definitely Fenric's handwriting between the lines and in the margins. Is he notating text for the University of Pax? Is he notating text for his personal use? Is he notating text for the benefit of future readers? Personal use. In any case, it's a thorough commentary. What's this? It looks scribbled. Not like Fenric to be so sloppy. He didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. What's written below? Greek, to be sure. Man, it doesn't make any sense. That's not even a word, just a jumble of letters. This must be some kind of cipher. Where's the key? Ah. Wait, the Volvo I found also has Greek letters on it. They must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the vulva was marked with alchemical excuse me, jeez. The outer ring of the vulva was marked with alchemical symbols, but the cipher has astrological symbols. There's something I'm missing. I suppose I'll figure it out in due time. But I'll copy this down now to reference later. Okay, cool. Alright, we've been going about 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and take a break. And then when we get back, we're going to continue. Stick around and see you soon. Thanks for watching. Stay sexy and be right back. Bye.